African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing on the progress of the special military operation on the 27th of August, 2024. Tonight, the armed forces of the Russian Federation launched a group strike with long-range air-launched precision weapons, including Kinzhal aeroballistic missiles, and strike unmanned aerial vehicles against critical airfield infrastructure facilities in Ukraine. All designated targets have been hit. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Liptsov and Sumy directions defeated formations of the 22nd Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 101st and 118th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Chervon, Vorozhba, Baranovka, Pustogorod in the Sumy region, and Lipsy in the Kharkiv region. 3 counterattacks of assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 115 servicemen, 3 vehicles, and an enclave and electronic warfare station. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position, defeated the manpower and equipment of the 4th Tank Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 12th Special Forces Brigade Azov, the 104th, 110th and 114th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Kolesnikovka, Bogoslavka, Tabievka in the Kharkiv region, and the Serebryansky Forestry. They repelled 4 counterattacks by assault units of the 43rd and 63rd Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The enemy's losses amounted to 490 servicemen, 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, 2 armored combat vehicles, 4 cars, 2 British-made 155mm FH-70 howitzers, a U.S.-made and /TPQ-36 counter-battery radar station, as well as Enclaven and Cordis electronic warfare stations. Units of the Southern Group of Troops occupied more advantageous lines and positions, inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 54th, 93rd Mechanized, 110th Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Kuzmanovka, Verkhnekamenskoye, and Katarinovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. A counterattack by units of the 5th Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was repelled. The enemy lost up to 780 servicemen, a German-made Leopard tank, an armored combat vehicle, 4 cars, a U.S.-made 155mm M198 howitzer, a 152mm Stubby howitzer, 2 122mm D30 howitzers, and an Enclaven electronic warfare station. 2 field ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces, as a result of active actions, liberated the settlement of Orlovka of the Donetsk People's Republic, defeated the formations of the 53rd, 110th Mechanized, 25th Airborne Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 109th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Vozdvizenka, Rozovka, Novgorodskoye, and Sergeyevka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 7 counterattacks of units of the 150th and 151st Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 530 servicemen, a tank, 4 armored combat vehicles, 6 cars, a 122mm self-propelled artillery unit, 2 S-1 Gvozdika, and 2 122mm howitzers D-30. Units of the East Group of Forces improved the position along the front line, defeated concentrations of manpower and equipment of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the area of the settlement of Vodyanoe of the Donetsk People's Republic. Repulsed a counterattack by assault units of the 128th Territorial Defense Brigade. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 145 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, 7 cars, a 152mm D-20 howitzer, and an electronic warfare station. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted defeat on formations of the 35th Marine Brigade and the 124th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Ivanovka and Tokarevka in the Kherson region. The enemy's losses amounted to more than 85 servicemen. For vehicles, a U.S.-made 155mm M777 gun, a U.S.-made 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery unit, a U.S.-made 105mm M119 howitzer, and an Anklev and electronic warfare station. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian Armed Forces groups struck concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 142 areas. Air defense systems shot down 4 Tochka-U tactical missiles, 3 French-made Hammer-guided aerial bombs, and 31 unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 640 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 30,564 unmanned aerial vehicles, 575 anti-aircraft missile systems, 17,586 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,425 multiple launch rocket systems, 13,690 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 25,262 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.